Hey, I'm Jacob from the Sustainably Yours Homestead, where we're striving to live a little bit more sustainably each and every day, and we're inviting you to learn along with us. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there in one of those corners, and then stay tuned because we have some seeds to unbox. We're rolling up on the end of summer, so it's getting close to time to start thinking about that fall garden. I put in an order to Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company, and I got a few things that I'm going to try this year. I've never had a lot of luck with fall gardens. The cabbages, I've never grown a single head of cabbage. Tried many times, never had a single head of cabbage. Tried Brussels sprouts a bunch of times, usually at the beginning of spring, and I usually get them put in too late, and I've never got a single Brussels sprout. Kale, I do all right with kale. We can grow some kale. So let's open up the package here and see what we got. I started to do one of those clickbait title things where we just have a mystery package of seeds. Did they come from China? And yeah, I figured I might get a few extra views from that, but that would probably kill my my view duration. So I thought that I decided against it. All right, here's what we have. Several packs of seeds here. Now, like I said, I usually don't have a lot of luck with a fall garden. A lot of times I think that's because I'm very reluctant at the end of the season to pull up my summer garden. My tomato plants still have just a few tomatoes on them. I don't want to pull those up. So I never get the garden started, the fall garden started, until it's fall already. This is going to be the first time where I've actually started a fall garden in July or August. So I'm hoping we'll have a little better luck, especially with the cabbages. Now this year I've got two different kinds of cabbage. I've got a red cabbage, calaboose, not sure on the pronunciation of that one, and premium late flat Dutch cabbage. I'm hoping to get my very first head of cabbage this year. Problems I've had in the past: first of all, planting too late, so the cabbage didn't have enough time to grow before it got cold or before it got too hot in the summer. I've tried both early spring and late summer crops of cabbage, and they never work out. Cabbage worms. One time I've had my cabbage going and it was looking awesome. It was even beginning to curl up into a head, and then the cabbage worms just destroyed it. So yeah, we're gonna watch out for those things. I may try getting some BT or something to deter those worms this year, because I really want some cabbage. Brussels sprouts. I'm not sure that this is the time to plant Brussels sprouts here in the South. From most of what I've read, you want to do your Brussels sprouts early spring. But I am going to try a few of these seeds. We're going to get them started indoors, and then we'll transplant them outside. I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks into August or so, something like that. Something that I've never tried planting, and I'm sure I've eaten it, but I probably didn't know what I was eating. But we have some bok choy. Here we have some yellow heart winter choy. And then we have some tiny bok choy. Now this is kind of interesting to me. I'm going to try growing some of this just here and there outside. They're little bitty plants, so I'll be able to squeeze them in all kinds of empty spaces. I'm also going to grow some inside in pots. Now, according to the reviews on Baker Creek, this one has a tendency to bolt very, very quickly and very easily. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to grow some indoors and harvest some seeds. Look at these little tiny things. It's like a single serving of bok choy in each plant. I'm kind of excited to try growing them and then try them in the kitchen. Let's see, kale. We've got a few different kinds of kale. I'm gonna save this one. Blue curled Scotch kale. I mean, it's probably gonna be kale. Frost hardy. I've had really good luck with kale. It grows throughout the winter. I've harvested kale with ice dangling off of it before, so we don't have a problem growing kale here. Here's an ornamental fringed mix. I bought this one more for decorative purposes because of where I'm going to try growing all of this stuff. I'll show you that here in just a second. And then here's the one that I'm most excited about, some walking stick kale. This stuff is supposed to grow like 10 feet in a season, and then it begins to put off kale on the top and a little bit along the stems. And I have the perfect place to try growing this stuff. I'm going to show you that in a second, like I said. But first we have one more pack of seeds to look at. This one is the free bonus pack that Baker Creek sends. And this time around we got Japanese giant red mustard seed. Never grown it before, never grown mustard before, so we'll give that a try too. On the back it says ideal temperature is 55 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is frost hardy. So we will be able to grow those through the fall as well. And a lot of the plants that I picked out were sort of decorative. I tried to pick out some reds and some blues. We're going to be planting a lot of this right here along the front of the house in our, well, what will be a flower bed. We don't have a lot of flowers in it yet. This is why I'm really excited about the walking stick kale, because if it grows 10 feet or so, that puts it at a perfect height where we're going to be able to harvest it while we're standing on the porch there. So that'll be really cool. What? You want in? You want in the video? Hey, kitty kitty. I don't even know. No. You're a punk. You're a little punk. Okay. So I guess this is our plan for a fall garden here on the Sustainably Yours Homestead. Like I said, I don't have a lot of luck with these plants. So if you have any tips and tricks for me, please leave them down in the comments section. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please be sure to give us that thumbs up button and subscribe. Leave us a thoughtful comment, and if you're interested in following along as we continue to try and turn our home into a homestead, then be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when to be back for more daily, sustainable living.